Okay, I wanted to come on here today, and I heard a conversation, and positivity was mentioned. So I want to come on here today and just share how to be more positive, and how to experience the benefits of being more positive. Yeah. So as I'm running around today and doing my errands, I thought it would be a good idea to stop and do a video. So I think the first thing with experiencing positivity as well as being more positive is your mindset. So first and foremost, you do want to change your mindset. Consider what has shaped you, and what needs to remain, and what you want, and change the way that you look out at things, whether it be people, situations. You want to lift up your thoughts from whatever they may be settled in or clouded by. But your mindset, I would say, is the first thing. And then after your mindset, I think if you just allow yourself to expect good, then I think it has an opportunity to appear more. I've heard and I've experienced that what we look for, we see. And what we focus on grows. So while we're focusing on certain things and while we're looking for certain things, we will see more of them. I don't know if you've heard of, have you ever heard of that? It's called like the blue car effect or like the red car effect. But basically, you go to a dealership or you make up your mind that like you want a red car, whatever it may be. And then now all of a sudden, and I just did it. I literally just said it. And then there's a red car, but three red cars, but you start seeing it more, because of that effect. So whatever you expect to see, and not to say like, you're going to be like, I expect to see $1 million. And then, you look on the ground like, it's like, no, but whatever experiences you focus on, another red car, whatever two more. I cannot make this up. I'm not fast enough. Did you see the little piece of it? No, you didn't see it. It's too low. It literally, y'all, like 8 red cars in minutes. But okay. Anyways, so whatever you choose to focus on, that's going to appear a lot more. It's just going to appear. It's going to appear a lot more. So if you wake up and you say, today's a bad day, I don't want to, whatever, right? Then what's going to happen is things that you were going to experience anyways, but now it's just, oh yeah, I knew it. Today was bad because now this happened. Like, look, today's been a horrible day. Look at this happened. Versus, like, remember we talked about changing your mindset and lifting up your thoughts, right? So maybe you're not the most excited about the day, but today's going to go as well as it can. You kind of start framing it like that, like getting yourself into the rhythm of, it's not bad, it's not what I wanted to be, but it's not bad. And you just, this red car almost hit me, y'all. But you frame it, phrase it, word it, say it better. You just say it better. So I'm glad I woke up today. I got a few things that I got to do today that might be a challenge, but I know I can get through it. And it's not to be fake. It's just to level up your expectations. There's a quote, I'm gonna have to look it up, or I'll put it here, but it was something about a man was given a wage that he asked. I think he asked for a penny of life, and life gave him a penny. Nothing more, nothing less. Something, I'm gonna put it here. I can't remember how it goes, but it's what you put out. life's going to happen. In my prior video, we talked about that. Life happens. But the only thing that we can control, as we keep on living and we realize the only thing that we can control is how we respond to life. We can do a lot of preventative and proactive things, but when things happen in our lives, what we have complete, total control over is how we respond. Someone does something to you. You can't control that person at all. You have no control over them. They should not have any control over you, with the exception of, like, you know, maybe with like work, you have to be at work at a certain time, and you know there's consequences, or you know you gotta, certain things you gotta do, but technically you could not do it. You still have the liberty, you have the choice to not do it. So really understanding that the only thing, sunshine, deer, honey, the only thing that you can control is you. And as we keep on living, it becomes more and more apparent. It does. It gets clearer every single day. I can only control me. And I want to only control me. We are free will beings. You can do whatever you want. Even you can go to the extreme and be like, oh, well, people that are incarcerated, they can do whatever they want in there. There's consequences, but you can do whatever you want. We live in a time where whatever you want to do, you can do it. You know, you watch the news and people are doing whatever they want to do. They're going to do it. So empower yourself with knowing that you control you. You control you 100%. If you want to have a bad day, you get to control that. You want to have a good day, you get to control that. It's just about how you respond to things. And that goes into number 3. Number 3 is understanding. Being understanding. And not that you're understanding to the point where people can do anything to you and you just say, oh, I understand, I get it. No, but really understanding someone, whether you know their background or you know some information about them or whatever it is, but being understanding. Somebody might, like, I jump in front of me like, oh wow, that car almost hit me. Maybe they're having a horrible day. Maybe I don't know, but that's okay. I'm not going to follow you and get vengeance. It's okay. It's okay. Now, not to say that all offenses are just swept under the rug, but being understanding, I think it frees you. And that kind of ties in with when people say forgiveness is not for you, it's for the other person. Having a level of compassion or understanding is for you because it's for your peace of mind. I don't have to get caught up in, oh, well, why did they do this? Or I wonder why they did that. I don't know. I can assume. I can, come to a conclusion that allows me to empathize with you. But at the end of the day, I don't know why you do what you do. Some people don't even know why they do what they do. So to try and, get to the bottom of something that I will likely not know is a waste of my time, depending on who it is. The level of connection that we have, that determines how far I'll try to go in that direction. But being understanding allows you to reach a conclusion, reach an assumption that leans more towards having compassion, just freeing you essentially with you being understanding of someone else. So I think with that one, number 3, be more understanding. Don't let everything slide. And if you need to hold someone accountable, you do that. But being understanding, I think, is very freeing in my experience, it's very freeing for me. And then the fourth one, expressing what you want. I think this is a way that we can have a more positive life, because sometimes we assume that people read minds. And when somebody gets that reading wrong, you can be upset. Or you could say what you want. I think that has a lot of ability to help you have a more positive life. I've heard, and if you read the Bible, some people have paraphrased it of having not because you ask not, right? So you need to ask for what you want. I've experienced it even just from the standpoint of employment. When climbing the corporate ladder and you're in an interview, people are sometimes scared to ask the interviewer a question. I always ask a ton of questions. Why? Because I'm going to be spending my time here. I'm going to ask you a lot of questions about the work environment. I'm going to ask you about, like annual performance reviews. I'm going to ask you about expectations within 6 months. I'm going to ask you about a lot of things. And then I'm also going to ask for more money, because that's what I would like for my time. I would like you to give me more money. And they can only say no. But if you don't ask, then you're definitely not going to get more, or you're definitely not going to get it, whatever it is. There are like 3 red cars around me. Let me show you what's in front of me. Hold on. Okay, let me see if I can flip it around. See this red car? He's going. Okay, that's just one of them. But anyway, okay. But yeah, so if you don't ask, you're definitely not going to get it. Just plain and simple. You're not going to get it. So be expressive of what you would like. Let me adjust you a little bit. Okay. So yeah, express what you would like. That's the fourth one. And I believe that will help you have a more positive life and get more positive results out of the life that you're living. And then the fifth one, I jotted that one down. I couldn't. Hold on, let me see. Oh, yeah. The fifth one, take care of yourself. And a lot of people, if you've heard the term, me time, I need some me time, or I just need to focus on myself, or whatever that is. But number 5, take care of yourself. And for me, it's sometimes simple things, sometimes extravagant things, it just depends. And sometimes it's literally just me being by myself, spending time. I like to cook, I don't like to cook under pressure. I'll cook leisurely, like when it's not a lot of time pressure. And then of course you got to cook sometimes just to get it. But yeah. So anyways, take care of you. And taking care of you looks like what you need. You know what you need. For some people, they're taking care of themselves is making themselves stop their day at a certain time and going for a walk, or ensuring that they get to bed at a decent time, because they know the after effects of a short sleep cycle for the night. Maybe the next day is ruined, and you've done that enough times to where you're like, okay, if I keep doing this, I can technically be considered insane. You know the saying, doing something repeatedly and expecting a different result is technically insanity. But yeah, so whatever you need, you take care of you. You know what you need, you take care of you. So, and I think when we take care of ourselves, we walk around with a better ability to see the good around us, even if that's not people's intent around you. But you yourself knowing that you expect good things, you give off good energy, good thoughts, good whatever, and you simply make time for yourself in your day. And yeah, so to summarize it, we talked about changing our mindset. So we definitely want to have a more uplifted mindset, and just knowing that things that are happening around us don't have to be happening to us. Life happens, but how do I respond when life happens and it's not what I pictured, or it's not what I wanted, or when I'm pleasantly surprised? Like, how do I handle that? And then 2, expecting the good. So you can expect good, and whatever will be, but you can expect good, and just have an understanding that what is meant for you will be for you. And yeah, you will get what's meant for you, trusting that. Yeah, I'll leave that there. And then you want to be understanding to those around you. Also, too, I didn't say this, but you do want to be understanding to yourself, because you know you. So when I talked about before, you having to make assumptions about other people, and different things like that, you know you. So be understanding to yourself. We can be very harsh and critical on ourselves. Why did I do that? Like, oh, I knew I shouldn't have done that, or I should have trusted. I knew something told me, and it's just like, okay, you live and you learn. You're going to go forward. You might have an opportunity again where you can say, oh, okay, the last time I did that, I knew I should have. So now I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Lessons learned. That's what we do. That's what we have in this life. And say what you want, express what you want, say what you want. And then you're not going to get it if you don't ask for it. And then take care of you. It's important to take care of you. That's the 5th one, but it's also one of the most important ones. Outside of a mindset. Mindset can do wonders. It also can do the opposite of wonders. But ending with taking care of you, I think, is a good way to conclude this, because we know how to take care of ourselves, and we show people how to treat us by how we treat ourselves. I might do a video on it another time, but I talked about I wrote about how we teach people how to treat us unknowingly. Most of us do it unknowingly, but so just knowing that how you treat yourself is instructions. It's nonverbal instructions for how others are to treat you. So treat yourself well. Treat yourself well. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.